Hey everyone, today we're going to look at some defensive zone positioning. So to start off, here's our rink and here are our teams. The other team's going to be in green and our team is going to be in red. So here's our defensive zone with the neutral zone as well. So let's look at who's going to cover what areas in the defensive zone, and then we'll look at a scenario where that's going to be applicable. So the right defenseman is going to cover in front of the net. That line could actually come down and cover the entirety of in front of the net, because if they have a guy sitting here, you're not going to leave him open in front of the net. So this line could actually come all the way down to about here. Now let's look at the left defense. Again, same thing as the right defense, just mirrored on the other side. That line could come up and cover the entirety of the in front of the net. Your right winger is going to cover basically from the hash marks up and on the right half of the ice. And same thing with the left winger, just on the other side. Now the center kind of has that nice rover position where he covers pretty much in between those two face-off dots in the defensive zone, and pretty much all the way up to the blue line. Now the reason that we have these zones and that they kind of overlap a bit is because we want to cover what's called the danger zone, or the slot. And that slot is the area directly in front of the net where you don't want the other team to get the puck. If the other team gets the puck in the corner, it's not as bad as having the puck in front of the net. Now, as you can see, these zones kind of overlap. They all overlap with the danger zone. And if I were to redraw this a bit better, then they would all overlap with each other. The defensemen would overlap with each other, and the wingers would overlap a little bit. So let's look at a scenario that happens every single game. The other team dumps the puck. So let's see what it looks like when they dump the puck on the left side. Now, I'm just going to show our team's positioning because every other team does it a bit differently on the offensive zone. And it just gets too cluttered on the screen. So left side dump in, team dumps the puck. Here's how we're going to position ourselves. So that left defenseman is going to grab the puck. Left winger is going to sit up on the boards by the hash mark. The center is going to post on the other hash marks. The winger hash marks again, what a surprise. And the right defenseman is going to sit in front of the net. So how that looks with our zones is that everybody still covers their zone. That left defenseman is still in their area. That left winger is still in their area. The right defenseman is still in the area that they should be in. Same thing with the right winger and the centerman. So all in all, we cover the slot. We cover, every area that needs to be covered in our zone. Now let's look at it on the other side. Just mirrored is basically what it lays out to. So instead of the left D going for the puck, that left D goes in front of the net, and the right defenseman goes. Instead of the left defenseman sitting on the boards, the right defenseman sits on the boards. And again, everybody's covering their zone. It's not very often that you're going to see the left winger encroaching on the right winger zone, or the left defenseman encroaching on the right defenseman zone. There are times where wingers will swap sides and defensemen will swap sides. But generally speaking, you're going to want to stay in your zone, because if you leave your zone and nobody covers it, they've got an open zone. So that is pretty much everything for defensive zone positioning. Thank you, everybody. And woohoo, go hockey.